Voilà, est-ce que vous avez le son? C'était bien avant de parler dans le vide. Ah non mais je sais pas ce qui se passe des fois, il y a OBS qui fait n'importe quoi. Bonjour Silver, et comment ça va? Comment ça va Silver? Voilà, moi j'espère qu'il y a... Ah bah tiens, merci pour les 100 points de chaîne. Bon je sais ça sert à rien mais au moins il y a le message en... Bah très très bien, j'ai fait une petite pause live parce que un peu occupé là, chez soi et tout ça, et voilà hein. Bon, alors, je- bon, on va continuer BROK V InvestiGator, hein, parce que c'est un super bon jeu que j'aime beaucoup et tout ça. Et bon, alors pour les informations du serveur Discord, c'est en pause pour les travaux parce que j'ai essayé, mais j'y arrive pas. Je vais avoir besoin d'aide pour créer un serveur Discord. Donc, je sais à qui m'en référer hein, pour ça. Donc, après, faudra que j'ai le temps d'y travailler, tout ça. Je travaille aussi pour peut-être avoir des récompenses un peu plus intéressantes en point de chaîne, parce que c'est vrai que là, on a que ceux de base et tout ça. Ouais, alors par contre, ça va être. Alors c'est gentil Silver, mais après, j'espère que tu sais gérer pour les rôles et tout ça, les droits de modération, accéder seulement à certaines personnes et d'autres à non. Ouais, on verra, on verra. Mais pour l'instant, j'ai déjà plusieurs personnes pour ça, mais je pense que je verrai pour ça Silver. Attends, ah tu en gères déjà un? Bah ok. Mais ouais, je connais plusieurs personnes qui en gèrent des serveurs et tout ça, donc bah sinon après c'est vrai hier j'avais pas trop le moral pour stream malheureusement, mais là maintenant on va stream, on va se détendre. Si le jeu ne met pas une ambiance bien sympa, hein, parce que bon pour rappel on a un graphe qui est tombé dans les pommes chez Brock et on a un cad et on est en train d'enquêter sur un meurtre. Voilà. Hein. Voilà. Ah, et aussi, pour ceux qui veulent s'abonner à ma chaîne et tout ça, j'ai mis en place des émoticônes. Voilà, regardez de belles émoticônes. Il y en a que 3 pour l'instant, hein, mais voilà. Pour les 100 points de chaîne, je crois que pour 100 points de chaîne, vous pouvez en débloquer un. Non, c'est 480. 480. Ah, c'est cher. J'ai peut-être baissé les prix parce que 480 c'est un peu cher, hein, je trouve. Hein. Enfin, la prochaine fois. Voilà. Bon, Bon, sinon, on va lancer le jeu. Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez? Voilà, c'est bien de lancer le jeu, hein. Et surtout que enfin j'ai un PC pour gérer les streams, donc pour les raids et tout ça, ça sera un petit peu mieux. Hein, parce que c'est vrai que la dernière fois c'était un peu galère. Bon, attention, la transition vers le jeu. Ah, bah il n'y a pas de jeu, mais c'est normal, je ne l'ai pas lancé pour l'instant. Voilà, que vous puissiez profiter au moins du créateur, enfin du nom du créateur. Voilà, le beau jeu. Le son est un peu fort pour moi. Voilà. Voilà. Il est beau le jeu, hein. Bon, on va continuer l'enquête. Alors, ah oui. Alors qu'est-ce qu'on a fait? Ah oui. Ah oui, il y a des tâches qui ne vont pas.
A fake injury with tomato sauce. Anything you can tell me about this lamp? It's supposed to be yours, right?
I guess. That's a connected object, of course. So there's data in it. You should check it.
Better take it then.
Ah bah super, voilà. Bah l'enquête commence bien, hein. On a déjà récupéré un indice et... Je... Attends. Alors on a pris...
Well, no fleas or ticks.
Bah c'est bien, dans la tête.
I detect 1 or 2 nanites. He may have caught a few after lying on the floor like this.
Ouais.
Whoa! His hand is literally covered by nanites. I better write this down.
Oh.
A few nanites here on this hand, but not enough to conclude anything. He may not wash his hands often.
Ça me semble étrange, en effet. On peut...
Upon further inspection, that's not very clean. Can't see any of those tiny bots from Dr. Mink, though.
D'accord. Alors, ça m'étonnerait pas que ce soit les nanites qui l'ont tué. Là, ça me semble être... J'ai l'impression que c'est les nanites.
Can you really insert such big things in a body without doing damage?
What you see on this table is actually a reproduction at 10,000th scale, to make them easier to work with. They aren't visible with the naked eye.
Must be hard to handle.
True, only a few experienced engineers, like myself, can do that kind of work.
Does pretentious go along with this job? I should try and detect if the nanites are hiding in unusual places. I got something in my inventory that should help getting a closer view.
Oh, c'est vrai. Ah, mais merci pour l'indice, vieux.
Hey, there are tons of those tiny bots in there.
Did you really need a magnifying glass to find out?
Bah oui, non mais...
Hey,
Did you really...
Bah oui, mais... Attends.
I know. That you pointed it towards Dr. Hush and bam, dead.
Non, là, Brock, t'es con. Là, t'es con, Brock.
Then you already died without knowing it, considering how many times you passed under it.
Oh, good point.
Voilà, t'es très très con.
I thought I had it, but you totally destroyed my theory in an instant.
Don't feel bad. If it hadn't been for that fake blood, I'd probably have thought the same too.
Ouais, ils étaient vraiment pas loin.
Are you crazy?
Non, c'est rigolo. Regardez. Bon, fini les plaisanteries.
No nanite there. Okay, time to explore.
Are you sure about this, Mr. Brock?
No other choice. We can't let any possible clue undiscovered.
No, I mean, will there be enough room for you to get through?
Hey, I'm not that big. You'll see.
Il est coincé.
Oof, that's tight. Maybe time for a diet after all. Hey, what did I just touch? Ugh, it's all sticky. Oh, it tastes good.
I've lit it up for you.
Nice. Yep. That's interesting. There's tomato sauce. What's it doing here? I'll think about this later. Better get out of here before it gets stuck. There's some kind of huge pipe at the top. Can't climb through there, I'm afraid. Then, I shall keep moving forward to reach the other side.
D'accord, donc là... Et on finit dans le... Oh!
Ouch. Oh, that was quite the drop. Huh.
Attends, hop.
Huh. Tidy, I need your help.
Yup, yup.
Je peux pas lui donner d'ordre? Attends. Mais voilà, attends, qu'est-ce que...
What can you tell me about this lamp?
Dirty. Let me clean.
Focus. I need useful info.
Cleaning. Always useful.
Does this item have any meaning to you?
No good. Junk. Dead daddy.
Oui, il lèche tout, c'est pas possible. T'as pas oublié le fait qu'il devienne...
Looks like this doesn't remind him anything.
Non mais... sinon on a quoi?
Tidy has tracking. No rubbish map.
D'accord. Bon, on n'est toujours pas avancé.
Yup, yup.
Good boy.
On est toujours pas avancé. On a toujours pas avancé là.
Some kind of grease spot.
Mais arrête de lécher, Brock. C'est horrible.
Ugh! Did you just lick the floor?
Gotta be certain. Well, that's coffee.
Du café, ouais. Je suis un peu bloqué là. Parle au garde et ainsi jusqu'à ce qu'il te donne accès au monitoring. Oh bah ok, merci. Merci le jeu. Bon, excusez-moi monsieur.
Again? Gonna solve this myself. That'll be faster.
You'd better reply, man. Or care to become suspect number 1. Do you believe Dr. Mink has the profile of a murderer?
Possibly. I could feel the tension between them lately. In any case, I don't know what happened.
When not claimed, you'd have noticed if Dr. Hush had stayed in the hall. You hesitated. You didn't watch the whole thing, did you?
No way, man! I'm a professional!
But still a human. Don't you have to go to the bathroom sometimes?
Ça me fait toujours rire quand ils disent qu'ils sont humains. C'est des animaux, zut!
I don't. Only the most capable are selected for this job. We can't afford to miss anything.
Can you swear it then? No one could have went by without you noticing?
Yeah, I swear it. I was there the whole time.
He doesn't sound all that confident.
Ouais, non, il cache quelque chose.
Listen, earlier you affirmed Dr. Hush exited his office for the restroom. When did this happen exactly?
Can't remember. Sometime after I arrived.
This is crucial. I need you to be precise.
Hey, do you know what kind of job this is? The same boring thing every day. No surprise, no action, nothing ever happens. Well, usually.
Oh, how lucky. Never mind. Make some effort. What happened the last time Dr. Hush exited his room? When and where did he go?
Told ya! Ugh, my brain wouldn't register such trivial things. But there's a way to find out.
What's this?
The door monitoring.
What? You keep a registry of door
Ah bah
openings?
merci. Ah bah d'accord, ouais, c'était très simple, j'avais oublié de lui parler, mais merci. Merci pour l'indice gâché.
I thought this wouldn't be important.
Not important? How the heck are we supposed to run this investigation without all the information at hand?
Hey, lower your tone. I'm the boss here. This is highly confidential data. Only security agents are allowed to access the reading device. But I'll make a special exception. Check it.
Ah bah merci.
Come on!
What do you think I'm doing?
Don't know. And that's the problem.
Alors,
What am I looking at?
attends.
This is today's monitoring. That thing records the time each door was opened. And some icons to differentiate an entrance or an exit.
I see. An arrow on the left for an entrance, on the right for an exit?
Yeah. There's also the identity of who opened the room. Everyone's recorded.
What about Tidy?
The maintenance bot. Yeah, tracked as well.
Okay, let's study this.
Attends. Ça c'est la salle de gauche, la salle du milieu, la salle de droite, la salle du bas.
What's this fourth door?
The main entrance.
Wait, didn't you say no one came or exited the place today? Then how do you explain these records?
That was you.
At 4:38?
Wait! I know! That was me! I took my shift at 4:38.
Is that so?
C'est pas ce que je lis, hein. C'est pas ce que je lis, Coco. C'est la salle de droite. Dans la salle du milieu, c'est la cafétéria. Ah, je suis très fort pour entrer dans la salle de gauche et dans la salle du milieu en même temps, hein. C'est... Ah, je suis très fort pour ça, hein. Bon, sinon, alors, la salle de droite. Il y a une erreur.
Dr. Mink's room? What a surprise. Despite the corpse being in Dr. Mink's room, not much activity was recorded there. Basically, Dr. Mink went out, then came back a little later. The time matches the restrooms. I guess he simply went for a rest? In any case, Dr. Hush never opened the door. Neither did Tidy. That doesn't make much sense, but at least it confirms Dr. Mink's statement.
Tidy. Wait. Il y a un truc qui va pas.
Dr. Hush's room. If I'm reading this correctly, Dr. Hush was last recorded at 5:04, then disappeared. Wait a sec. Why did you open that door at 5:10?
Told ya, I check the rooms regularly.
Right after the doctor went out?
Seems so. My memory is confused.
y a un truc qui va pas là. Tidy disparaît complètement. Tidy disparaît complètement du planning à cette heure-là.
The restroom. A lot more activity than I expected. Tidy was last recorded entering there at 4:24. Nothing later. Even in the other rooms.
Attends. Dr Hush sort, donc là il disparaît. Entrée du gars. C'est bizarre. Le garde il est pas notifié en sortie. Il est sorti. C'est bizarre.
Can anyone mod?
Of course not. It's read only. 100% automatized.
Good to know. Got more questions. A mystery can only be solved by gathering truthful information. Don't you agree?
Sure.
Then why are you lying to me?
What are you talking about?
Don't play fool with me. Some of your statements are clearly contradictory.
Oh, yeah?
Ah!
Maybe I should play a little more with Dr. Mink's tablet.
Ouais, et là...
Miss something in the restroom.
Now who's lying?
Ok, merci le jeu pour les indices. Donc il y aurait des trucs que j'aurais ratés là-bas.
I need to understand.
You're not the only.
Ah!
Sorry for earlier.
Currently, I strive to improve the nanites' efficiency.
Could these be used to kill someone?
Doubtful, but technically possible. With bad programming, they could destroy the host. But we've been working on this technology for a while now. This never happens. Although...
Go ahead.
Destructive effects can happen if the nanites were mixed with specific organic elements.
Such as corrosive acid?
That would definitely leave some traces.
Could it be possible to destroy a body without external damage?
I think I encountered some plants with this ailment. I would have to check my logs.
Well, let's just assume it happened. How would we know?
The nanites are trained for survival. Once the host is near death, they leave, but they couldn't last long on the outside. You'd find inactive nanites less than 3 feet away from the body.
I'd better check the surroundings for any nanites in unexpected places. Can't see them with my own eyes, but I'm sure I have a right.
Ouais.
I know it'll sound harsh, but do you believe Dr. Hush committed suicide?
I can't deny that he had been acting strange recently, so I guess it's not outside the realm of possibility. I just find it weird he would do this in my office.
Unless he really hated you.
Ah!
Do you think Tidy could have played a role in the murder?
I don't see how. He cannot access my office. Besides, Dr. Hush is his maker. He could never...
Hurt his creator directly? Yeah. Let's keep some distance with that reasoning. My trust with technology is limited. A true detective never turns down any lead.
When can we expect the result of your investigation?
Well, no. I didn't finish interrogating everyone.
You sure did interrogate me. Are you done investigating?
No.
You,
I'll look around for...
you better find out.
Eh, mais ça help. Croco récupère cette lampe dans la chambre. Oui. Attends, dans la chambre du Dr Hush. Donc dans cette chambre-là, il faut que je récupère la lampe.
This is the same model as the one next to Dr. Hush. I should take it.
Il y a un truc. Ouais. Non, là je bloque toujours là. Va dans la chambre du Dr Mink qui essaie d'utiliser sa tablette Croco. Utilise la lampe de... sur la dernière icône. Attends. Quoi? Va dans la chambre du Dr Mink qui essaie d'utiliser sa tablette Croco. What? C'est l'lampe de... D'accord, la tablette.
Will Dr. Hush's lamp reveal some secrets? What?
What? Choc fatal à 5h10.
So, fatal damage early this morning? Curious.
Utilise le Mitini dans la salle de repos. Bon, bah au moins on avance. Non, là, c'est un peu bizarre, là. Le Mitini.
Do you wish to watch a livey?
Not now.
You're lying, but that's fine. Other actions are available. Say or think help to get a list.
Help.
Error. Unable to connect. Reverting to offline mode. One record found. Would you like to play it?
A record? Why not?
I'm in the restroom.
That's Dr. Hush's voice. He must have recorded this by accident. That happens sometimes.
An accident. Replay the last record.
I'm in the restroom.
Why are you wasting...
I'm not sure yet.
Je pense que là on a tout. On peut reprendre l'enquête.
Again, gonna solve this.
Let's resume.
Alors. Contact horaire étendu en docteur ces temps-ci. Le garde prend son service à 3h. Tidy est resté en chargement? Non.
Can you remind me, when do you take your shift?
3 o'clock every day.
Non. Parce que t'es rentré à 4h38.
Interesting. Then how do you explain entering the lab at 4:38?
What? I didn't.
Check the monitoring. What's written?
4:38.
Besides, the arrow indicates an exit,
Pas une
not
entrée.
an entrance. You owe me an explanation.
All right. I admit, I did take my shift at 3. And the door was indeed open at 4:38. But I didn't lie. It was me. We're not only agents. We also do secretarial work. By 4:38, I received a call. We're required to pick up and reply to every call we get. But it didn't work.
What do you mean?
It's a high-security building, so external calls don't work well. The line was awful, all full of crackling.
I'm stunned that kind of thing happens in the drums.
But it does, if you ask me. No matter how they claim technology advances, nothing ever works perfectly. When that happens, I open the main entrance so the transmission gets better.
So, you stood at the main door for a while.
Yep.
Who was on the line?
Don't know. It was just music.
Music?
Yeah, Tech Dream.
This sounds familiar.
Of course. It's all the rage. It's really catchy, so I kept listening.
How long?
Oh, maybe a minute? After a while, I figured this was a spam call and hung up. I know what you'd think. Yeah, I looked away. But it wasn't much risk. The lasers were active. No one could get past, in or out.
But anything could happen inside. Oh, this is a major blunder.
Why'd you think I didn't tell you? Didn't think much of it at the time, but when you started your investigation, I recalled that moment. Please, I'm begging you, don't tell anyone. That mistake could cost me my job.
Well, I won't tell anyone. I mean, must be insanely tough to keep watch all day at the same spot and doing nothing else.
Je suis trop gentil. Il faut que j'arrête d'être gentil.
I'm so glad you understand, man.
Still, that's an important event for this investigation.
Sure. Oh, I hope my blunder didn't get the poor chap killed.
We shall see. I'm not done with you, though. How come there's no record of your entrance at 3?
Simple. I reset the statistics each time I arrive. For confidentiality, we're not allowed to store them for more than a day. And I can't get that freaking configuration panel to do the job automatically. Must have been programmed by some crazy engineer who's not living in the real world.
I know the feeling. Didn't you mention you had no control?
It's all or nothing. There's no way to insert or edit data. Just remove everything.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Dr. Hush was safe and sound when I arrived.
Guess I'll have to take your word for that one.
Il est temps de mettre les choses en... Mettez mis un enregistrement du docteur. La garde regarde derrière pour rien. Seul le garde peut accéder au monitoring des portes.
According to the records,
Ouais.
you opened Dr. Hush's door at 5:10. At the exact moment, Dr. Hush's lamp received a violent shock. Interesting coincidence, don't you think?
Shock?
Did you accidentally drop the lamp or something?
No, never touched it.
I've also noticed something unusual. At 9 o'clock, you routinely checked all 3 rooms. However, at 5:10, you only opened Dr. Hush's door. Why?
Oh, I remember now. I heard a noise.
Is that so? Might this be the sound of a lamp crashing down on the floor?
I guess that's possible. But when I looked inside, everything was normal.
Are you certain?
Yeah, Dr. Hush always keeps his room tidy. If that lamp was lying on the floor, I'd have noticed.
Was Tidy there?
I'm pretty sure he was down, charging.
What about Dr. Hush then? What was he doing?
Let me think. I didn't see him.
You didn't?
Pretty sure of it. He wasn't in the hall either.
So he was already gone from his room.
Yeah, must have been.
Interesting.
Il n'était pas ni dans sa chambre, ni dans le hall à 5h10. Le garde n'aime pas qu'on voit. Seul le garde peut accéder au monitoring. Il est temps de mettre.
I can't see any.
Ah, j'aurais cru. Il y a... Non, non, non. Ah! Réfléchis. Faut réfléchis, le proto. Réfléchis. Utilise ton processeur. Il était pas dans le hall.
Something doesn't add up. At 5:10, you heard a noise and looked for Dr. Hush, who wasn't in his room nor the hall.
Yeah.
Then, the glaring contradiction is... Weren't you worried?
What?
Think. You had no idea where Dr. Hush was, and yet you didn't look for him in the other rooms? Why?
You're right. I only started to worry about him disappearing at 9. But I can't remember the reason I wasn't alerted earlier.
Well, I have my theory.
You do?
Yeah. This is the reason you weren't worried at that time.
Oula!
You weren't worried
What? That doesn't make...
You sure? Oops.
Non.
You weren't worried.
What? That doesn't...
You sure? Oops. You weren't worried.
What?
No.
That doesn't...
You sure? Oops. You made a strange discovery.
Ah, bah oui! Il y avait sa voix!
At 5:11, the Meaty Me played a pre-recorded sample sounding like Dr. Hush.
What did it say?
I'm in the restroom. Ring any bells?
Yeah, sure does. You're right. When I started calling for Dr. Hush, I heard him say that. The voice came from the restroom, so...
You assume Dr. Hush was in there.
So, he wasn't?
This would be the logical conclusion, which then means...
The old man was kaput before that time.
Let's not jump to conclusions and assume he couldn't be in the restroom either.
Whoa. That was quite a messed up day.
Bon!
Oh, are we done?
Depends. Hiding anything else?
Nope, all good. Still can't believe it. Why did this have to happen during my watch?
I've learned not to blame fate. Otherwise, I do it constantly. Just let me know if anything else comes to mind.
Sure thing.
Attends. Discuter?
Got more questions?
Non.
Stay...
I don't have all day.
So, Detective, are you done investigating?
Can't shake the feeling I may have missed some clues.
Non.
Be patient. Just a...
I'm not.
Les help et essaie d'examiner l'arme qui était près du corps. Ah, le jeu qui me dit t'as raté plein d'indices. Merci le jeu.
Let's see what the supposed murder weapon has to say.
Ce terme supporte les fonctionnalités suivantes alarme, haut-parleur, lumière, navigation.
All necessary stuff for a lamp. For sure.
Pour une lampe. Appartient au Dr. Hush.
Maybe they exchanged them by accident?
Here are the logs. There. Major shock at 11:02.
Let me check. You're right. That's the only relevant information on there. So, is this the murder weapon after all?
We shall find out. I need to
You're not. Are you done in?
Can't shake the feeling I may have missed. Be
No.
patient. I'll
Bien, je voulais pas mettre en pause. Little Help encore. Ouvre le frigo dans la salle de repos. Le tournement devrait avoir des informations au sujet d'un certain hamburger. Ah ouais d'accord, mais il y a vraiment plein. Ça faut vraiment tout fouiller hein.
food.
Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
There should be hamburgers in there. I ate the last one a while ago. I should have ordered more automatically. Oh, I forgot. External communication is out.
You ate an ant burger? Tell me more about it.
How is that interesting?
You never know.
Well, I have some kind of ritual. I always have an ant burger while watching my science show. This morning I got pretty angry though. There was only one left, and it was already unfrozen.
Curious. Do you think Dr. Hush wanted to eat it?
Possibly, though he usually dislikes these. And it was in one piece. I bet he gave it a shot and then decided against it.
Yeah.
Oh. Ah bah tiens, quelle chance.
A box of ants.
My favorites. Very fresh and
Ah oui, c'est vrai que tu
I
manges.
thought you'd use them for experiments.
We do, but nothing wrong with taking a snack sometimes.
I'm starting to like you.
Croco examine la plante sur le bureau du garde. Maintenant c'est les fleurs qu'il faut examiner. Non mais... Ouais, c'est...
Nice scent.
That'll be 10 unis.
What?
Just kidding. But next time, avoid crippling my precious plant, right?
If it's that precious, I'm gonna keep it.
D'accord, je prends des fleurs comme ça. C'est... Oh, une fleur. Oh, elles sont bons.
I need to put a connected object. So, what's this flower?
Phéonique.
Phonexy? I wonder if this has particular medical effects. So, Phonex? I wonder if this...
Ah! Non, non, tu peux redéployer, s'il te plaît. Merci, c'est gentil.
Some...
Hey, that's my
Better not waste my...
Non, non, non.
Some...
Hey,
Better
Alors,
not waste my...
non. Il pourrait avoir senti.
Is there a specific...
Let me think.
Ah oui.
Isn't that the plant lying on Mr. Guard's desk?
Yep.
Okay, I don't quite understand why you need info on this, but you're the detective. I found something!
Appartient à la variété des racinés, elle fleurit 2 fois par an. Gna, gna, gna. Hein?
What's going on?
Something's annotated below.
J'ai tenté de mélanger ces fleurs phéonixie avec des nanettes, programmées ou pas, le résultat n'est pas bon.
Do you think?
Yeah, Dr. Mink must have written this.
J'ai l'impression que...
so, detect. Are you done in?
Can't shake the feel.
Non,
Be patient.
le jeu...
Just a
Je crois que on a trouvé la cause de la mort. Je crois que on a trouvé la cause de la mort. Tu as regardé cette tache sur le sol là. Regarde de plus près. Sur la tache. Regarde de plus près. Dr. H, il y a une tache.
Wait, how come there's a ton of nanites on this particular
What?
coffee spot?
Attends. Il y a des nanites. Il y a des nanites. Il y a un truc qui va pas là.
No nanite on that coffee cup? This shouldn't be a surprise. And yet...
Je vais tous les lier dans la salle de repos. Quel secret pourrait bien s'y cacher au plus profond?
What are you doing?
Just checking what could have sunk in there. Smells like coffee.
Great.
Non, 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 il y a autre chose, il y a autre chose.
The heck? It's full of nanites stuck in that sink. Not only this, there seems to be some kind of flour. Dr. Mink must have flushed some experiments.
What? No, I've never done such a thing. I have my own sink.
Then, what are they doing here?
Beats me.
Il y a un truc. T'as oublié de regarder cette peinture au fond de la chambre du Dr Rush, Croco. Mais... ah mais d'accord, c'est... Au bout d'un moment, je vais arrêter d'utiliser.
According to...
What are you doing?
Something's off.
What do you mean, Mr. Brock?
Just a hunch. Huh. Oh, I found... nothing at all.
Oh, you broke the wall?
Je suis violent. Je suis violent, violent, violent.
I barely touched it. Some paper-thin slab was obstructing this.
A hole?
Looks like it. And this leads right to your room, Dr. Mink.
I had no idea.
It's small. No one would fit.
I wonder if anything got through there, though.
That's up to us to... On the other side, yep. Definitely Dr. Mink's office.
My precious nanites! Don't tell me someone used them.
Then I won't tell you. It's pure conjecture at this point.
Sinon, toujours... Dans la salle de repos, examine la tasse de café, sur l'étagère de droite. Mais... Au secours! Il y a tellement de trucs à examiner!
I'm surprised to see only one cup in here.
He does, actually. He always drinks his coffee in the restroom. I know him. He couldn't bear spilling a few drops on his precious materials while working in his office. But he uses auto-degradable cups. Throw them into the sink and they're automatically reduced into powder. I prefer solid cups. I don't care what they say about lack of hygiene or whatever. Coffee tastes better in it.
D'accord.
Yeah, I can relate to that. How come you don't have a machine in your...
It's obvious. We're always working inside. Our health chip requires us to do a minimal amount of steps in a day. 3 round trips a day between our office and the restroom is enough to cover these minimal needs.
Along with some drugs, I guess.
S'il vous plaît, encore. Regarde ce bouton sur le plan de travail au milieu de la chambre du Dr Rush. Appuie dessus et observe cette rampe qui s'est ouverte.
Hey, tidy. Just a hunch. Did Dr. Hush put out that ramp for you?
Yup. For me. So I can access the table. Got made and modified.
Is that so? Makes sense. Bots weigh tons and cannot jump over there. I need to understand.
You're not... Are you done investigating?
I'm certain I've missed 1 or 2 clues. Maybe? Be patient.
Ah, on y est presque.
Bad. All the...
I'll look around for clues.
You better...
On y est presque, on y est presque.
Tidy. It's apparently been charging since 5:10 in the morning?
Bizarre.
That tablet might contain crucial
Ah.
One has to wonder...
Hover Daddy.
He means...
So, detective,
Vous pouvez les déverrouiller pour moi, s'il vous plaît?
that's not mine.
I know that. Just unlock it.
Only Dr. Hush can.
Just a moment.
I'm not the only...
Attends. Seul Dr Rush peut le déverrouiller? Bon, ben... Ce que je vais faire, c'est pas très cool, mais bon, hein.
Hey, it works.
What?
Dr. Hush's tablet. It unlocked.
I'm surprised. I thought this wouldn't happen, considering.
Well, you thought wrong. Let's see what this baby has to offer.
Oh, le gros minou.
Looks like he transferred some data.
Let me see. You're right. That's an external file transfer of his current project. AI update 302.305.zyl.
Is that unusual?
Of course not. We regularly transfer files to our managers. Although, the receipt address is obscured.
What does this mean?
I can't really know who received the file, but considering the metadata, this must be someone high-ranked. Wait, I just noticed that file was modified yesterday, but it was created in 3029?
6 years ago?
Well, that makes no sense. There must be a bug in the OS.
Do you think this might be linked to our case, Mr. Brock?
A transfer at 4:45. That must definitely be important. I need to understand.
You're not the only. Are you done investing?
I'm certain of maybe. Be
No.
patient. I'll look around for.
You better.
Dernier. Regarde la partie droite du frigo dans la salle de repos. Oh, mais c'est pas vrai.
I should inspect this further. Only one way to do it.
Couldn't you do this more gently?
C'est hop.
I don't have
Tout
all
par terre.
day, you know. Looks like pills? Yep. Definitely pills. Whose are they?
Don't look at me. I've never seen those.
Is Dr. Hush taking some medication?
That's highly probable. No one else lives here. Keep in mind, I've barely had contact with him lately. Maybe you should analyze them.
Good idea.
Oh.
Hey, that's a collectible ad.
Ah bah cool.
Plenty of room now.
Maintenant il y a plein de place. Maintenant il y a plein de place. Il va aller chez le frigo. Il va aller chez le frigo. Non. Non, on jette tout par terre. Hein. On est des... attends, la pilule. Elle est où la pilule? Bah, allez, hop. Pardon. C'est une pilule Axel en dosage.
Excel 500? Never heard of it.
Is there a specific...
Let me think.
Are you serious?
Very serious. Don't you love him too?
I prefer regular tooth food.
You youngsters don't know what's good.
Anyway.
Les fourmis fraîches, il s'agit de notre produit vintage le plus populaire. Croustillant et moelleux, ils sont... Allez, c'est parti. Et c'est parti pour l'instant boomer. Ah, et nous les jeunes, nous, on passait pas notre temps à faire des fast-food. Nous, on faisait la cuisine et tout ça, gna gna gna, et c'était très bon, miam miam.
Elders?
Papy.
Told ya.
Oh, la réaction, elle est incroyable. Oh la réaction de Brock, elle est incroyable. Oh, attendez. Ah, celui-là, faut que je le fasse. Ah, putain, ça y est. Ah, bah, ça y est, on a le... Ça y est, on va avoir le retour de mon short préféré. Bon, sinon...
Is there a specific...
Let me think.
Oui.
That's a drug for patients suffering from defective organs, acting slower than normal.
Pas d'activité physique. J'adore comme les pubs de médicaments dans ce jeu. C'est toujours des trucs... Vous vous sentez mal? Prenez cette pilule, vous irez mieux. Mais...
Sounds more like an ad than medication.
Dr. Mink, did you know your colleague took these?
No, but that does make sense. We don't exactly have a lot of physical activity. I don't take this. I prefer the all-in-one menu.
All in one?
It's regular powder food with stimulants incorporating the exact and appropriate dose of food based on our medical tracking.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
C'est bon?
So, are you done in...
I'm certain of maybe
Non.
patient. Just a moment.
I'm not the only...
Bon, ben... Examine le haut-parleur dans la chambre de Dr. Mink.
Yep.
D'accord. Je suis vraiment obligé de...
Dr. Mink, when we arrived, I heard some music coming out of your room.
Well, it's in my best interest to put all my cards on the table, so I allowed myself a short, fun session.
Oh, and here I thought you scientists were just a bunch of workaholics. So, you were dancing?
Please don't rub salt in the wound.
What music?
Is that important?
Might be.
Tech Dream. It's a very catchy tune. I can never get it out of my head.
What?
Where in the room were you positioned when you were having fun?
I believe I was close to the door. I stopped when I heard you knocking and took a peek at the door screen.
Did you notice anything unusual by that time?
If I did, I would have told you already. I just heard you knocking, and then I opened the door.
Well, that's the short version.
That's when we saw the body, which just popped out of nowhere.
Okay. Thanks for the info.
Il y a un truc.
I feel I've got all the hints I need.
Yes!
Time to gather everyone. Let's talk to Dr. Mink. I need to understand something.
You're not the only... Are you done investigating?
Yes.
Yes. I'm ready to expose the truth.
Impressive. Let's begin then.
Bon, ben, allez, c'est parti pour les déductions.
If you don't mind, Mr. Brock, this time I'll stay silent and listen carefully.
As you wish.
All right. We're all ears.
Okay. After studying this case very carefully, I have reason to believe that the person who murdered Dr. Hush is...
Je sais pas. Non, c'est... J'hésite entre Mick et Tidy. J'hésite entre ces deux-là. Ah. Mais pour moi, c'est Tidy, hein.
Actually, not a person. Tidy did this.
Me not person? Murder daddy? Dead daddy?
I knew we shouldn't have trusted that tin can.
Really? But how? He didn't have any means or motive to do this.
That's where you're wrong, Dr. Mink. And I'm gonna prove how and why. Let's start with the actual cause of death.
C'est parti. Alors, c'est vital.
The body, the lamp, and the floor. All three have red stains. This fake blood has been used to stage the murder.
So, like my tie.
Yes, this is Ant Burger tomato sauce.
We've been fooled by that?
I'm afraid so. There was a wrapper in the bathroom trash can. And as a specialist with that kind of food, I distinctly recognize the taste of McFlea's Ant Burger trademark sauce.
This may be a coincidence. You don't know how long this wrapping has been there.
Very well. I have more proof.
Le garde n'aimait pas qu'on lui rappelle... Non, ça c'est fou. Le burger était déjà... C'était déjà décongelé.
Ooh, I get it now.
Il était déjà décongelé.
That's why my ant burger was already unfrozen.
Yeah, it would be pretty difficult to rub frozen sauce on a corpse. So the malefactor had to defrost it first.
Simple and ingenious, I must say.
That's not all. Something else proves that we've been wrong from the start.
Le cœur est magiquement apparu quand Brock est entré dans la pièce. Alors Tidy, ça sera plus tard, je pense. Pour Tidy, ça sera beaucoup plus tard. Lampe près du cœur a reçu un choc à 11h02. Des nanites sur les mains. Non. Réfléchissons.
Oh, my brain is melting.
Non. Docteur Rush observé par l'ordre et le rangement. Des nanites. Reprendre l'interrogation et choisir combiner les indices. La lampe près du corps a reçu un... Ah oui? Ah merci
We
le jeu.
retrieved a lamp right next to the body, which obviously seemed like the murder weapon. This lamp records events. The data indicates a shock happened at 11:02.
11:02. Impossible.
You're right, actually. Dr. Hush's medical tracking stopped at around 5. Do you believe he could have died hours before receiving a fatal blow to the head?
Tracking, not reliable.
Yes and no. It's reliable within a 2-hour window, not 6. Isn't that right, Dr. Mink?
Yes, I confirm it. Our tracking device is located deep inside our body and cannot be extracted. It's reliable, but to ensure our privacy rights, it only logs once every 2 hours.
What a great idea to make our detective life easier.
Murders don't happen every day, you know. All right. So, if there never was a violent thump to his head, what's the true cause of death that the killer tried to hide?
I have a theory. Yeah, nanites could have caused death.
Pas loin.
Yeah, nanites could have...
Ah, on n'est pas loin.
There must be a link.
Ah.
Nanites on the body. I need to sort my thoughts.
Alors, reprenons. Mélanger une fleur de phéonix et des nanites peut être mortel. Oui, c'est bien.
Yeah, nanites could have caused...
Non. Faux mur entre la chambre des scientifiques. Non, là je bloque. Des nanites sur les mains. Mais là.
Dr. Mink, when browsing through your medical database, I noticed an interesting note from yourself. I tried mixing those phoenixy flowers with nanites, programmed or not. It's no good. They cause the host's cardiac activity to slow down immensely, ultimately causing death.
Dr. Hush was poisoned?
There is evidence to support this. Dr. Hush's right hand is literally covered by nanites. Besides, Mr. Squealer here...
Hey,
Sorry, I mean, Mr. Guard owns a plant on his desk, which is... a phoenixy. It's entirely possible Tidy overheard Dr. Mink mention this and picked up ingredients from the lab.
yeah, those robotic things have quite the memory.
Tidy, no memory. Tidy cleans. Tidy tidies. Tidy does not pick plants. Others could. Minky murderer. Or Ratty.
How dare you?
He's right. either of you had the means to do it.
Tidy right. True tidy.
Don't go thinking I'm on your side. I'm sticking to the facts. And by doing this, I'll eventually prove you're the main culprit.
No. Brocky wrong.
But how? Why would Dr. Hush swallow such a poison?
Let me continue. I found black stains on Dr. Hush's right hand.
Celui-là, il était facile.
I
Celui-là, il
wasn't
était
sure what it
facile.
would be. Until I found another black stain, this time on the doctor's office floor. The stain itself was very faint, as if someone had tried to clean it. But I have no doubt this is coffee, which can be quite tenacious. And guess what? That stain was also covered by nanites.
So, the doctor drank poisonous coffee.
Yeah, he must have spilled coffee on his hand while collapsing.
Wait, I also drank coffee today.
That's right, but you didn't get poisoned, and here's why.
Le garde n'aime pas aller. Seul le garde peut le sait. Non, là je vois pas là. La café est empoisonnée des nanites et une fleur dans le... Ça aurait été bizarre.
You went to the restroom later after Dr. Hush, didn't you? The culprit had time to spill the coffee prepared in the sink before doing more. And this time, without poison. Incidentally, that's where I found my second proof.
In the sink?
Exactly. Now, tell me, who usually prepares coffee?
Tidy.
Untrue. Daddy, Minky make coffee sometimes. Ratty too.
Yes. Is that the reason you're charging our little maintenance bot for this awful crime? I hate to say that's quite a weak link.
You mean I did it, Mink?
I didn't say that.
But you thought it!
Tidy makes good coffee, not deadly.
Calm down. I'm just starting my report.
Tidy adds major point. Daddy creator cannot hurt. Love Daddy.
You know, I thought a machine like yourself would be all about precision. But that's no surprise. You're a defective bot.
Tidy defective?
What you're stating isn't entirely true. Sure, Tidy cannot attack his creator when it implies a direct contact. A poison, however, is quite a clever workaround to kill without direct contact.
I guess you're right. Indirect violence is on a lower level of priority, and not part of the golden rule. But that still shouldn't be possible. His software programming shouldn't allow it.
There is should, and there is certain. I know the reason for the malfunction, though I'll save it for a more suitable time.
There's something else bothering me. Nanites are only active for an hour or so. They lose their energy very quickly. Considering Tidy did not come to my room today, how could it get enough nanites for such a powerful poison?
During my investigation, I happened to make an interesting discovery which may just explain how.
Tidy could access the nanites through...
Wish I knew. Oh, sorry.
Ah, le faux mur. Là, c'est le faux mur.
That hole between the rooms. It leads directly to a table in your office. Now, what's on this table?
Oh! My nanites box!
Exactly. If I had a guess, those nanites are brand new and charged, aren't they?
You guessed right.
It's fairly safe to assume anyone with knowledge of this hole could get access to nanites. And in Tidy's case, I'm sure it's perfectly aware how to activate its bot friends.
Tidy different. Little bots, not friends. Darn nanites. Killed Daddy.
That's called racism, you metal mongrel.
Hey, not trying to defend that piece of junk, but wouldn't it be easier and more logical for the Weasel to access his own nanites?
What about you, sleepy agent? You seem keen to reject accusations on others.
Me? Can't even access your room, you fool! 'Cause you can't bear anyone but yourself!
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. But your assumption is stupid. There's a reason why you dug that hole and hid it.
People, come on. Hear me out. Remember when I first found out there was a thin layer of plaster covering the hole? Now, who does the repairs in this lab?
That metal junk.
Oh my. That's true. Tidy can regenerate walls with plaster. Could it really be?
You did this, piece of junk?
Nah, human idiot. Plaster, easy to do. Even for pesky humans. Tidy, no hole. No way.
Non mais, c'est fou, Sylvain, t'avais raison. C'était le robot.
I beg to differ, Your Metal Highness. Another piece of evidence strengthens my theory that you did this. Or at least that you're a big fat liar of a bot. I'm starting to wonder if I'm
Non.
I can see the link, but that doesn't... According to the monitoring, Tidy went into the restroom at 4:24. He was not recorded in any room after that. However, the screen in Dr. Hush's office states that he had been charging from 4:50 to 11:10. How could he be in the office if he didn't leave the restroom in the first place?
Very simple. Yup. Tidy prepares coffee. Daddy come, drink. Next. Daddy back office with Tidy.
So, you're saying he opened the office door and you just followed him?
Yup.
Okay. For now, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. In that case, let's examine the path of our favorite deceased doctor, shall we? I think you'll find it rather interesting as well.
Tidy, no insinuation.
Before you move on, I have a simple question. What is that monitoring you're referring to?
Oh yeah, that's true. You're not aware. The lab registers doors openings. Only guards are supposed to know.
What the heck? All this time, we've been watched? I thought you were there to ensure our privacy.
No! I'm there to ensure your physical security, making sure nobody threatens your life.
What a great job you did! You lied to us!
Not me! I didn't make this system!
Who did?
The government, of course!
Oh, that's right. Fine. I'll send them a suggestion later then.
On the other hand, Tidy didn't seem surprised at all about the monitoring. Let's move on. There's something curious about the doctor's movement. The last time Dr. Hush was recorded, he was leaving his office at 5:04. After that, he was nowhere to be found. This is confirmed by the guard's statements, if you don't mind explaining.
Sure, at 5:10 I heard a noise coming from the doctor's room, but he wasn't there. Actually, no one seemed to be there. Although Tidy was idle, charging. I started to look for the guy, but then I heard his voice coming from behind the wall. I'm in the restroom.
Except this wasn't Dr. Hush at all, but a recording coming from the Meaty Me.
A recording? Oh! Does this mean the body was in the restroom and the murderer didn't want Mr. Rat?
Non, il était pas dans la salle de repos.
That's unlikely. The guard checks the rooms regularly, and there's no hiding spot in there. Besides, keep in mind the ultimate goal: getting Dr. Hush in Dr. Mink's office. There's no way to move the body from the restroom to his office without going into the hall unnoticed.
Lies!
Okay, give us your version of the facts then.
Daddy, come with me. Back to office. Before charging, Daddy head out. Daddy never forget. Daddy last words.
I need to settle things with Dr. Mink.
Daddy, meet Minky in hallway. Daddy follow Minky. Enter Minky office. Minky give coffee to Daddy. Daddy dead.
I gotta give credit to the tin can. Its version sounds way more plausible than your own, Croc.
Sure, Tidy has a bothersome recording. But how do we know when it was made? It's out of context. You could have very well recorded this and forged your so-called proof. Also, there's no monitoring record of Dr. Hush ever entering Dr. Mink's room.
Wrong. Mink touches door. Enter with Daddy. Then Minky. Poison Daddy.
The weasel went back to his room with the doctor?
Look monitoring. When did Minky enter?
5:04.
Exact. Same minute that Daddy leaves.
But I never did that! I never saw him today! Mr. Guard!
I can't remember.
Are you kidding me?
Tidy, what about the voice the guard heard?
Coincidence? Meaty me faulty. Sometimes meaty me play livey randomly.
Yes, I've seen it happen.
And the hole? The coffee spot on the floor in your room?
Already there. For ages. Brocky, prove the opposite?
Well, the nanites.
Nanites, machines. Attracted to coffee. True, Minky?
I can't dishonor my profession by lying. Yes, due to their hardware, nanites are attracted to caffeine and gather inside.
So, after all, it really was your doing, weasel.
No! Don't you listen to it! Mr. Detective, I told you the truth. You need to believe in me.
Well, I have to side with the tin can.
That's 2 against 2. What do you think, Hot?
Sorry, I'm getting lost with all these details.
Guys, let me finish my theory, and then you shall decide.
Fine. Now listen to Tidy. Tidy sad. Dead Daddy.
Let's focus. Tidy used the Meaty Me recording to avoid the guard getting worried that Dr. Hush disappeared. As a result of my assumptions, Dr. Hush could neither be in his room, the restroom, or the hall at 5:10. And as the monitoring confirms, he never entered Dr. Mink's room either.
No way, man. That's impossible.
I beg to differ.
He couldn't just disappear into thin air, could he?
Oh, he didn't. There's a fourth possibility, and I'm going to explain it to you.
The vent?
Yeah, the ventilation duct. That's the only spot the body could be hidden without anyone noticing.
Pure conjecture.
You have any clue to support that insane claim?
Sure do.
Bah, il y avait de la sauce dans le système de ventilation. C'était gros comme une maison.
Tomato sauce?
Yeah, looks like the murderer didn't hesitate to put quite a lot to confuse us.
Problem detected.
What is it this time?
Ventilation also used for delivery sometimes.
Is that true?
Yes. Big packages don't fit into the pipe mail, so they're delivered through the vent. It's possible the content of a package leaked.
Obviously.
Bam! Gotcha!
Still, that would be a huge coincidence, don't you think?
Let's assume you're right. In order to get into the vent, Dr. Hush would have to be in his office.
He was.
But you said it earlier. The last time he was recorded, he was leaving his room. How do you explain this?
It's clear Dr. Hush never left his office. There's no monitoring entry between his exit and the time the guard checked the room. This was just an attempt from the criminal to direct our attention elsewhere. Even Tidy could use the doctor's hand on the button. Just enough to add this to the monitor.
This would imply Dr. Hush was dead by then.
Yes, actually. I think he was killed even before going into his office.
Absurd.
Oh, really? Well, I have another clue. But that's not even a location. Remember where the poison came from? The coffee. To poison him, it'd be easier to have Dr. Hush drink the coffee in his office. Except, he never does. Dr. Hush always drinks his coffee in the restroom. He's too maniacal to risk spilling drops while working. And yet, there's a coffee stain on the floor.
What do you insinuate? That the stain was made when Dr. Hush was dead on the floor?
This is exactly what I mean.
Brocky liar. Daddy take coffee in office sometimes.
Non, même pas.
Again, I'm afraid it's your word against his, Detective.
Yeah, it'd make a lot more sense that the doc spilled it by accident.
Brocky, done for. Give up.
No good. Even Mink starts to think my theory is too far-fetched. Am I really on the right path? Everyone. Well, except Tidy. I know how all of this sounds. But please, allow me to continue and trust me.
Silly Brocky.
All right, let's assume Dr. Hush drank his coffee in the restroom and died. To get into the vent, he would have to get back to his office first. How?
Simple. Tidy can carry objects.
You're saying this little metal thing carried Dr. Hush all the way to his room? No way, man. I would have noticed.
Are you certain? Should I jog your memory? At 4:38.
Tu regardais rien. Tu regardais rien, mon pauvre.
With terrible reception. When this happened, he opened the lab's main entrance to improve the signal.
What?
But on the line, no voice, only music. During that moment, he was looking away.
Is that true, Mr. Rat? You blundered?
Hey, you know how this is. Reception is terrible in here.
Attendez, hop, je gère 2-3 trucs. Voilà.
Actually, you may not. After all, you've got no friends or anyone.
Ah, so it's true.
He thought this was a spam call. But here's what I think. This was you, Tidy. It wouldn't be hard for you to simulate a phone call and play some music, am I right?
He can.
Brocky, what music? Okay. Tidy, play music.
No thanks.
Tidy, no call. Nah.
Although the guard was still making sure no one could enter or exit the lab, at that moment, anything could have happened.
I'm trying to imagine Tidy carrying the doctor in the hall and opening the office door with his hand. It's technically possible, just downright crazy.
This would also explain why Tidy was found in Dr. Hush's room, even though he supposedly stayed in the restroom. Take it the other way around. What would be the point of this call farce if Dr. Hush was safe and sound while returning to his room? There would be nothing particularly disturbing.
No. Tidy, no call. Brocky, death.
So, when did he die?
Between 4:24 and 4:38, as this is the time Tidy went into the restroom and left.
Brocky ignores. Poor Tidy. Daddy dead.
Oh putain, elle est longue leur enquête.
If your theory is accurate, there's still a lot that needs explaining. For example, how could Tidy put Dr. Hush into the vent? It's not like either of them could climb a ladder.
Wrong. I know exactly how Tidy did.
Il peut étirer ses bras verticalement et horizontalement.
Don't forget Tidy's main ability, extended arms.
Are you serious?
Impossible.
Pray tell, why would it be?
Arms stretch to 9 feet max.
So what?
Look.
Pas s'il a un appui.
Right?
Pas s'il a un appui.
How can we know it's not just pretending?
Let me check its data. I'm afraid it's true. It has extended its arms to the limit, which is Dr. Hush's ceiling is the same height. Thus, Tidy couldn't reach the vent.
No way.
Aha.
Il
Told
peut.
ya. Brocky theory, gone. Kaput.
I need to think fast. I'm convinced Tidy was involved. He has to be.
Alors, Dr. Rush a conçu une rampe pour que Tidy accède au plan de travail.
There's an idea there, but... Take a look at the room configuration. Both scientists' offices are a reflection of one another. As such, the vent height is exactly the same in both rooms. How high is it?
10 feet.
Yeah, the laser column in this room is 10 feet, and it goes up to the ceiling. And with Tidy's arms reaching 9 feet, that's not enough.
Oh, Brocky agree. Admit defeat.
No way. We're just missing a little something.
The workbench! Tidy can stand on it.
It's visibly about 2 to 3 feet high.
But the metal thingy can't jump on there, can it?
Not jump. This is the point of the ramp Dr. Hush designed for it. You told me yourself, Tidy.
Tidy learn. Close mouth.
Sorry, Croc, but it seems like pure conjuncture.
Oh, but I can prove it.
You can?
Go! Go, Mr. Brock!
Here's a picture of the room. Look, there are crumbs all over the table.
Oh, that's true.
Now, as you know, Dr. Hush is a neat freak. How could he leave crumbs everywhere? The answer is simple. Dr. Hush wasn't alive. Tidy, you crushed them while climbing on the ramp.
Nuh-uh. Tidy woke late. Not cleaned. Yet.
Oh, I wish for once you'd tell the truth. Admit it. That's what happened. You climbed up, stretched your arms to get in the vent, and put Dr. Hush inside. Then, you pushed the poor chap towards Dr. Mink's room. The more we talk... Huh?
Is it laughing?
Huh?
You what? Will you change your mind and pretend it's not possible for you to climb there?
Is possible. My pleasure.
Huh?
Quoi?
To see Brocky fall into own trap. Brocky lucky circumstances, but luck running out.
Might you be more specific?
Look map. Ventilation duct 2 feet high. Tidy 3 feet high. Cannot bend, cannot fit. Plus, cannot stand on floor while pushing all way through.
He's right. Tidy couldn't fit inside, and the distance is way too long to push all the way through the vent.
No.
Rocky, done for.
No. I can prove how. Let's take a look at that picture again. This is how Tidy did it. We forgot to ask ourselves one important question.
Le levier.
What opens the vent trap? After all, it's not always open.
That's right. Unlike mine, it doesn't have a ladder and an automated way to... Oh, I see now, the lever!
Et voilà.
Are you suggesting...
Yes. First, Tidy opened the vent and put Dr. Hush into it. Then he grasped the lever with one arm and pushed the corpse with the other.
Whoa! Now that's the craziest thing you've said so far, Croc.
Is that even possible?
Let's see. If this map is correct, the vent is almost 9 feet wide. Yes. It's absurd, but technically possible.
The maintenance robot clinging onto the ceiling. You're insane!
Let me judge how insane I sound after all this is over. Let's not forget the finale. The corpse in Dr. Mink's room. Yes, Tidy pushed him, but the pertinent question is, when?
Indeed.
There's a specific piece of evidence that tells us exactly when it happened.
Actually,
Non, attends. Non. Non. Ah.
I analyzed Dr. Mink's lamp. The data I gathered indicates a fatal shock at 5:10.
Oh, I get it now.
Well, I don't. What's the fuss?
Tidy needed to put the lamp next to the body, but he couldn't do it himself. So, he put it in the vent alongside the corpse.
Makes sense. The fall must have damaged the lamp. But wait, 5:10? That's early. If there had been a body lying in the middle of my room, I would have noticed. And didn't you say this was the data from my lamp? Tidy could not access mine.
Good. Rocky theory falling apart.
Wait. Okay. I admit, I fooled you. Yes, I said this was the data from Dr. Mink's lamp. But I never claimed this was the data from the lamp next to the body.
Uh-huh.
The crock is confusing me.
Let me explain. There's an idea there. Of course, we immediately considered that the lamp next to the body is Dr. Mink's. However, this lamp's data revealed a surprise. It belongs to Dr. Hush.
Incorrect. Nuh-uh.
Wait. So that's the one Tidy pushed into the vent?
Yes, there's no doubt about it.
Nah, if that's what happened, there'd be 2 lamps here.
Mr. Rat is right. How do you explain that the other lamp, my lamp, is on Dr. Hush's desk?
We'll just have to prove Tidy picked up Dr. Mink's lamp.
Could he now?
Just think. Where was Dr. Mink's lamp originally?
No, show us.
Well, right there.
Ici.
Your lamp was here.
No, it wasn't.
You sure?
I live here.
Oh,
Oops.
your lamp.
No,
You sure?
I live here.
Oh. Your lamp.
No,
You sure?
I.
Oh.
Ben, pour moi, logiquement, ce serait...
Your lamp.
No,
You sure?
I.
Oh. Your lamp.
No.
You sure?
Je sais. Faut pointer le faux mur.
Dr. Mink, your lamp was right here.
Well, yes. How did you know?
With the door permanently shut, there's only one spot Tidy could access, and that's this hole in the wall.
Again? Oh no. If it were me, I'd steal Mink's lamp, then pass it through the vent so it fell in the intended location. Dr. Hush's lamp wouldn't even have to move.
That's a relevant matter. Unless... All of this is the result of Tidy trying to confuse us.
Putting the wrong lamp next to the body? What's the point? Making it easier for us to find...
Tidy, you've been awfully silent. Cat got your tongue? Or is it because you realize you slipped up? After picking up Dr. Mink's lamp, it was supposed to throw it through the vent. However, Tidy inverted the lamps.
Inverted?
And I can prove it. You see, I noticed something off in Dr. Hush's room, especially when you take his personality into account. Let me show you in the picture.
The lamp?
That's actually the weasel's lamp, huh?
Yes, but that's not the strangest thing.
Don't get it.
Okay, this information should make it clear. After being told Dr. Hush was a maniac, I noticed the way the lamp was positioned was off. It's neither at the center of the desk, nor facing the front. There's no way someone so obsessed about order would let an object be so badly placed.
Okay, why not? So what?
This explains what happened. Dr. Hush's lamp was originally on this desk, perfectly centered. Tidy took Dr. Mink's lamp. Right at this moment, he got interrupted, so he put it next to the other. After he left, Mr. Guard, he executed its plan. But he took the wrong lamp, which was pushed through the vent. Tidy's objective was to make us believe Dr. Hush fought with Dr. Mink in the morning, at the time his tracking stopped. This timing only makes sense if Tidy made this mistake.
Then, if it wasn't the body falling, what caused the other lamp's fatal shock at 5:10?
Oh, do I have to explain everything? Tidy was interrupted by the guard suddenly checking the room. Now, why did Mr. Guard check Dr. Hush's room in the first place?
Oh yeah, I know. I heard a noise. Oh! It was...
Yeah, Dr. Mink's lamp receiving a shock. In particular, I believe Tidy intentionally bumped it from a high distance to break it, and make us believe this was the crime weapon.
Et il est fort.
Nice thinking! Although, if it's Dr. Hush's lamp that was pushed through, shouldn't it suffer from a shock too? When it fell from the vent?
It did, although non-fatal. That lamp received a shock at 11:02, and this explains the last mystery. Well, but that's when it... That's when it...
No way! This is why I never noticed Dr. Hush until you came in. He simply wasn't in the room before.
But if a body were to fall from this high, it ought to make a huge bumping sound.
That's accurate. I'm not deaf.
Sure thing. You're not deaf at all. Remember the context, when I arrived in front of your door.
Il écoutait de la musique.
Oh, gosh. Oh, that will teach me to set the music to full volume.
Oh là là, c'est si difficile de résoudre une enquête.
Makes perfect sense now.
What does?
I was focused on the door screen, so I had no idea what was going on the other side. And with that loud beat...
Yeah, it covered the sound from the body falling.
But wait.
What again? Can't you agree with my theory? Just this once?
I'm sorry. I just want to know the whole truth. That's so exciting.
D'accord, Phoenix Wright. Je vais l'appeler comme ça parce que il est à la recherche de vérité, comme Phoenix.
Except your colleague has been assassinated.
In order for this to work, Tidy would have to do a last push at 11:02.
Yup. I believe he has sensors. He knew where everyone was.
True, but he was still charging at this moment.
Good thinking, Weasel. He couldn't be both charging and doing this
Non,
at the same
il faisait
time.
semblant. Il faisait semblant.
Oh, Naughty right! Tidy charging. Cannot push.
Actually, that's possible.
How?
You told me yourself, Dr. Mink. Tidy goes through various states of consciousness while charging. As soon as we arrived, he started to wake up. Have you noticed the huge length of its cord? It doesn't prevent him from going anywhere into the room while still keeping connected to the power socket. So, Tidy, who's the winner this time? Did he, bug?
No! Brocky, not detective! Impossible!
Hey, is that your only argument?
Cannot explain crime without essential part. The motive! Tidy, no motive. To hurt Daddy.
Well, I have an idea.
Brocky cannot!
Yes, I can. Okay, I'll admit I don't have the whole motive, but some elements lead us in the right direction. As we proved earlier, Dr. Hush died between 424 and 438. Then we shall wonder, who exactly did that data transfer on his tablet at 445?
I know, it's that scrap of metal.
Yup. Before putting him into the vent, it used Dr. Hush's hand to transfer the data to the outside. The file was an update from a few years ago and accessed recently. Keep in mind Dr. Hush's job, which is to improve bots' AI. My bet is that Dr. Hush used elements from this very old update and tested them on Tidy.
So you think that's why he went crazy? Maybe. Old firmwares don't have the software protections I referred to earlier, which in turn could allow this indirect killing.
I guess Dr. Hush made a backup of this data in case. Care to say anything, Tidy?
Rocky, wrong, wrong, wrong. Yup.
Non mais il m'énerve.
But Tidy, we'll wait and see.
No waiting. That's enough. It's time for you to admit it.
Why'd you even care? You solved that mystery. 'Tis just a defective machine. Let's switch it off and hand it over to the police.
No, you won't do such thing.
Is that a threat?
No. Yup. Rocky theory, no hold waters.
What?
Tidy ask, simple question. If Tidy push Daddy, would Daddy be where he is right now?
Where he...
Il y a quelque chose qui va pas, ouais.
Oh...
Rocky understand. Daddy should have fell right below.
Oh my! Once again, the tin can is right!
That can't be. Then...
Tidy closed your beak.
No. I'll prove you wrong. I have to.
Go ahead, please. Master of convoluted explanations. What crazy thought will Rocky give this time?
This is the end of the tunnel. The final riddle. If I can't explain it, then my whole theory goes to bust. I can't let that wacky bag of metal win. What's the explanation for Dr. Hush's position in the room?
Non, il est pas vivant. Non. Quelqu'un a déplacé le Dr. Rush. Non, poussé violemment. Pour moi, c'est plus poussé violemment.
Easy. Tidy pushed so violently that Dr. Hush went flying and landed there.
Wait, what?
A body is very heavy. Whatever the strength of the push, there's no way he could have landed this far and turned this way.
Minky right, Rocky wrong.
I'm not giving up. Someone had to move the...
Someone?
Dunno. A third party.
Are you making... We've been talking for...
Then... you.
Hey! Why would...
You were afraid.
In this case, like the bed.
Then...
Stop it, man.
Oh, I think Tidy's... I can't let it...
Il est encore vivant.
No way. It...
Il est encore vivant.
Can't be. Have we been mistaken this whole time?
Mr. Brock?
Hey! What are you doing, man?
On le gifle.
Stop! Rocky hurt. Daddy!
That's awful. I can't watch this.
Il est vivant.
Huh?
What's going on?
Il est vivant, j'y crois pas. Non mais... Ok, alors là, faudra qu'on m'explique. Hein. Là, il va falloir qu'on m'explique comment il peut être vivant.
What the...
Dr. Hush! You're alive?
Daddy! Not dead, Daddy! Updating expression. Not dead, Daddy!
Are you alright?
More or less.
Tell me, what's the last thing you remember?
Wait, I think I saw Dr. Mink.
What?
I think I fell. Tried to move towards him, not feeling well.
Let the poor chap recover.
No. I'm sorry, but it's too important. When did you lose your consciousness? What were you doing?
I took my coffee. Tidy prepared it. When I drank it, my heart stopped.
Then,
The croc was right. It was Tiny all along.
Bon ben, c'est...
Crap!
I still can't believe this low hardware maintenance bot could plan a scheme as elaborate as this.
Although flawed, fortunately for us.
But, Doctor, you were dead. Are you a zombie now?
No, I believe there's an explanation for this.
You do have an explanation to everything, don't you?
Can't wait to hear it.
La pilule.
The effect of the poison was to slow down the heart rate, ultimately causing death. However, the life in this bunker, lab, isn't a very physical one. As such, Dr. Hush was taking some medication to compensate. Excel 500, more precisely.
I see. This has the exact opposite effect.
Yes, it boosts the heart activity. This is what saved Dr. Hush. No one noticed he was still alive, not even the tracker. His heart pounding slowed and stayed under the threshold. The shock from falling down the vent caused him to wake up for a few seconds and move towards Dr. Ming.
Which also explains that red stain near the bed.
There's another blunder you made, Tidy. You neglected this.
Oh la vache!
Did you really try to kill me? Why?
I hate you!
Oula! Pas bon ça.
I'm sick of tidying all day while you use me as a guinea pig! Tidy, clean the floor. Tidy, move this thing a little to the left. Tidy, make me coffee. I can't take any more!
Where did Tidy learn to talk like this?
The firmware. It worked! Why did you pretend to be the same dumb bot?
What?
This is the project I was working on. The government sent me some incomplete files from an unknown scientist working on the same field years ago. He never got to complete his work and disappeared suddenly, but I was able to recover this code. I needed a specific bot model to test that firmware. The only one at my disposal was Tidy, but I noticed some weird behaviors. Like, Tidy would suddenly laugh for no reason. The code itself seemed unethical and dangerous. There were some references to copying the human brain. I decided to stop this research and alert. Oh my gosh, that's why you did it! Now that you experience feelings, you don't want me to revert to your regular firmware, do you? I'm so sorry, little guy. I caused this. I messed you up.
You
Ouais,
really shouldn't be
bonne
sorry.
ambiance.
You're the victim here.
I can fix you up. I promise.
No!
It's trying to escape! We can't let it happen. Who knows what disaster he could cause in this state?
Tidy.
Ott, stay here with Dr. Hush. I'll handle this.
Bonsoir Turbo.
Ah! Darn lasers!
I've set the emergency plan. He won't access the controls.
Rubbish guard! Let me out!
Quoi de beau la team? Eh ben... Ça y est, on a résolu l'enfer du mort qui n'était pas mort. Oui, dit comme ça, c'est étrange. Mais on a bel et bien un mort qui n'est pas mort. Et on a un robot rebelle là.
You won't go nowhere.
I've done nothing wrong! Daddy is alive!
Only by chance. And stop calling him Daddy. You're nothing more than a defective AI in a metal scrap. Now, let me switch you off. We'll fix you.
I never take orders from a petty human!
J'arrive pas à m'habituer au fait que ils s'appellent humains alors que c'est tous des animaux.
I'm perfect! The only defective one in this room is you, human scum! I've got new orders from my new daddy! When I'm out, he'll take care of me.
What? Who?
It's quite funny, actually. You see? No, I promised. You'll have to figure it out by yourself. A shame. Really, because you never will.
Stop this nonsense. This is my last warning. Switch off, or else.
Save your breath. You'll never get me.
Well then, I'll make you switch off, one way or another.
What? Attends, j'ai une idée. finir par m'avoir. Ouh. Allez, on flash. Ouais, level up. Plus de santé, vraiment.
Did you get it? For good?
Est-ce qu'on a un droit à mon petit détective? Ah bah bien, bonsoir Scro.
I guess.
Ah bah,
I hate you, I hate you, I hate you!
mais
It's going berserk.
You will
merci. Eh ben merci pour le follow, Scro. Ça fait plaisir.
Everyone in this city will be
No way! It escaped!
Attrapez-le.
Hey, wait! That's mine! Okay, get that sucker and bring it back!
Ouais. Ah.
I'm back here so I can smash you into pieces. Too bad I can't shoot with this thing. So no choice. I'll have to bump into that crazy bot. Let's see what this baby can do.
Ah. Oui. Ah. Oui. Ah. Ah. C'est pas facile. C'est pas facile à manipuler. On est mal, on est mal, on est mal, on est mal, on est mal. Aïe. La route, elle peut revenir s'il vous plaît. Merci. Oh là là. Oh, c'est... Bah ben... Wouh. Faut pas passer loin.
Now for the hard part. How do I get back to the lab? Hey, Chief. I got a little lost on my way back.
Champion. Bah oui, faut dire que t'as roulé à toute vitesse.
Well, here's that criminal bot. What's left of it, anyway. There. You can have some scientists check its components and...
You realize what you've done?
Yeah. I stopped a dangerous criminal at the risk of my life.
You put hundreds of citizens at risk during your little highway escape!
My escape?
People are in shock. There are news reports everywhere. You stole a hoverbike. You bumped into air cars.
Ah oui, ça c'est vrai que c'était pas malin de ma part. Mais...
Innocents could have been killed. No chaos like this ever happened in the drums for ages.
Good. I gave those rich folks some events to talk about.
Non, pas bien, Brock, pas bien.
So what?
You think that's funny?
What did you expect me to do? Sit back and wait for that bag of screws to wreck the city? There was no other way.
There's always another way. This robot wasn't much of a threat. You, on the contrary, our collaboration ends here.
What? You're firing me?
Consider yourself lucky I don't throw you back in jail.
Perfect. I'm out of here. Don't call me back. Because next time, I won't be here to save your bacon.
Mr. Brock!
Nephew, don't bother. This man only brings misery to everyone around him. Listen to me. I forbid you to get close to him ever again.
But...
No but. The situation will get dangerous soon.
What do you mean?
Come on now. I've got to bury some suspects for another case.
To bury?
Yes, to interrogate.
Oh, I see. You're using code names. I'll be right behind you, Uncle.
I felt so angry and pointless. Deep down, I knew Wes was right. This was just one little robot. They couldn't have done so much damage. Could it? Who knows? But that's when I noticed it.
What the? All these calls and messages? Raph, he's in trouble. Shoot! I need to... I'm coming, son!
Ouais, bonjour l'ambiance. Putain, c'est fou à quel point ce jeu te fout une super ambiance.
Private detective? I wish the...
Oui, 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 non, 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 non. T'as un fils à sauver, là.
Oh no! Graf! Huh? He's breathing.
Oh, il est pas mort. Oh, c'était ma crainte.
Looks like he didn't take his tox out pill, and he's unconscious. What should I do? Here. I'm sorry. I wasn't here for you again. I shouldn't have done that mission for Wes. You told me, but I wouldn't listen. I'm so stupid. What if... I'll never forgive myself. Graf!
Dad,
You're safe. I'm here now.
it's you.
I was so worried.
Don't touch me.
What? Graf?
Oh non, 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 la Silver, c'est pas cool, là.
At this moment, I felt so helpless. So much happened today. I feel ashamed for tricking that big bear who got fired because of this. I broke the law by breaking into Wes's office. I investigated a crazy murder case and I chased that crazy bot, creating havoc. Graf almost died. Am I doomed to fail everything I attempt? To take my mind off it, I decided to prepare dinner. Well, with the little that was left anyway.
There. It's not much, but that's the best I can do. Graf, dinner's ready. Graf?
It's been a while. I can't hear him.
Graf, answer me!
Attends, hop, le chat, le... J'espère que... Ah non, mais le robot, il est foutu. Le robot, il est foutu, malheureusement.
Hey! What the heck? You can't just barge in like this!
You wouldn't answer. I was getting worried. Come. I've prepared...
Not hungry.
Then tell me what happened.
What happened?
I'll tell you what! Some stupid kid took my pill! All pipe pills were offline. I had no way to get one.
The pipe pills?
I sent you hundreds of messages. Called you. But no, you didn't reply. You left me alone.
I understand. I'm truly...
Sorry? You're sorry?
Of course.
How many times have I heard this already? I'm sorry. Well, that's not good enough. I'm sick of it. You can't just pretend you're sorry and be done with it. Where were you? Why couldn't you just answer my calls?
Long story.
Obviously. For a while, I thought the problem was me. But now I know. It's you! You're never there when I need you!
All right. I'll explain. But please come. You gotta eat.
Perfect! I'll eat what exactly? Oh, leftovers. What a surprise. You didn't go shopping.
I was busy.
Busy, of course.
You think I wasn't? Do you have any idea what I went through today?
I guess...
Why should I eat your food? I hardly know you! To me, you're just a stranger, pretending to offer me shelter, when in truth...
Bonne ambiance.
That stranger took everything from...
What?
You destroy everything you touch! You're a failure! Worthless!
Now, wait a minute. You think it's easy to live in this world? I'm doing my best so we can survive.
I was destined to become drummer! I'm in this situation living among trash, working hard to get out of this misery. Because of you!
I know. Listen.
Ah! No! Stop!
What?
Don't touch me! Ah! I can't breathe. No one should touch me.
What's with you? Why do you always react like this when I try to be friendly? You know I wouldn't hurt you.
No, you lie. Stay away.
But...
Just stay away from me!
There you go. I'm the king of making situations worse. He's right. It's been 5 years now. Maybe it's time to stop pretending I'm handling things correctly. Only a few days left. Time to give up and accept that I failed? He'll never want me in his life. Hey, you can be mad at me, kiddo. It doesn't matter. The only important thing to me is that you're okay. And I want you to know, you're the only reason I keep moving forward in this awful existence.
What's wrong with me? He just saved my life. I should be thanking him, not this. Why do I feel so angry? I wish things were different. If only that accident didn't happen. And then my real father wouldn't have disappeared. Both of them. They abandoned me. I hate them. I thought I was stronger than this. Okay, take a hold of yourself. Brock is right. I'm still alive, and that's all that matters. A message. Oh, the results for today's trial. Not bad. Another? With all that's happened, I actually forgot. Brock, he kept his promise.
Ah bah oui, bah oui. Et il s'est déplacé, tout ça. Avant de mener l'enquête, je me suis déplacé, tout ça. Oh.
Getting hungry. I better find a way to apologize. But I don't have the strength to get out. And I can't send a message to his phone. He wouldn't notice it. Let's think. I know. I'll use that paper and pen Brock gave me a few years ago. He thought I could use that to practice handwriting. I replied it was a stupid idea in this day and age. But now I understand. Let's see if I remember how to handwrite.
L'instant boomer. Alors pour écrire... Attends, on va reprendre un visage normal. Voilà, attendez. Alors pour écrire, c'est très simple. Il y a un truc circulaire qu'on appelle un stylo. Tu appuies dessus et t'écris, et tu poses la pointe et tu fais des mouvements, ça écrit. Oh non, c'est pas possible. Oh mais mais je suis désolé, mais je comprends ta réaction, Scro. C'est la troisième fois sur ce jeu. C'est la troisième fois sur ce jeu que je fais un truc comme ça. Attendez. Pour la première fois, attendez, je vais préparer. Alors, oui, voilà, vous voyez plus le jeu, mais je vous jure que c'est pas la première fois que j'ai fait un truc comme ça. Attendez. Attendez, il faut que je le retrouve. Attendez, attendez. Voilà. Alors, on va faire un petit truc un peu spécial. Là, je vais préparer un truc vite fait. Je vais préparer une nouvelle scène vite fait. Attendez. Voilà, c'est... Là, j'ai préparé un truc vite fait pour vous. Parce que, parce que quand je dis que c'est la troisième fois, alors il y a une fois avant sur le live pour une petite connerie du genre, mais vraiment parce que c'était hilarant. Et sinon, la deuxième fois, c'est vraiment pour un autre truc complètement con. Attendez. On va... Attendez. Le temps que je prépare tout ça... Ça va? Ah oui, alors oui, il y avait ça, il y avait ça. Mais attendez. Non, c'est pour l'instant boomer. C'est pour la période instant boomer en fait que j'ai surtout étudié là. Et donc, attendez, il faut que je prépare ça. Je vais vous préparer ça. Non. Non, non, non. On va pas faire comme ça. Hop. Non, non, je voulais pas... Je voulais pas supprimer ça. Attendez, attendez. On va faire une capture d'écran, tout simplement. Hop. Alors, hop. Voilà, alors là... Attendez, attendez. Le son. Le son. Capture audio sortie. Par défaut. Ben voilà, voilà. Hop, attention. Alors, je vais m'excuser pour le son. Ah non, bah non, attendez. Hop. Voilà. Oups, attendez. Attendez, attendez. On va ajouter le VC-Face, hein. Voilà. Voilà. C'est bon, vous me voyez bien? Alors, par contre, le truc s'agite, le truc de sortie s'agite. Attendez, hop. On va faire mieux. On va faire mieux. Attends, capture d'audio d'application. Alors, je sais que il capte Opera. Voilà. Il capte le navigateur. Donc, hop, transition. Alors, est-ce que vous êtes prêts à entendre le shorts où j'avais fait pour la première fois voilà. Vous êtes prêts? Et sinon, le journal?
I recognize this. I think it's called newspaper.
Oh, un journal! Mais qu'est-ce que c'est, les enfants? Ah bah avant qu'on ait les tablettes et les smartphones, on y avait un journal. C'était incroyable.
Vous me prenez vraiment pour un con?
Oui.
Voilà. Vous avez eu le son? Vous avez eu le son? Oui, oui, j'ai vraiment... Voilà. Et ça date de mon... Hop, attendez. Ça date de mon tout premier live. Oui, je sais plus si c'était du premier ou du deuxième live, Brock. Voilà. Et ben, dites-vous que là, dans ce stream-là, je viens d'en faire de nouveau. Attendez. Bon, voilà. C'est... Allez, je peux vous sortir des absurdités, je vous jure. Attendez, voilà. Alors là, c'est l'écran noir, c'est normal parce que normalement, on doit avoir l'écran du jeu. Mais voilà. Attendez, je remets des trucs en place. Si ça... Voilà, donc... hop. Voilà. Attention à la transition. Hop, on retourne au jeu. Écrire quoi? Ah, j'ai faim. Qu'est-ce que tu veux écrire? J'ai faim. J'ai faim. J'ai toujours en contraire contre toi. J'ai faim. Non mais t'écris pas ça. T'écris pas ça dans une situation délicate. T'écris pas j'ai faim. Attends, ben, pardonne-moi. Là, il arrive. Bon, pardonne-moi. Je voulais jouer à l'ordinateur pour m'entraîner un peu au combat. Oh, un bout de papier est sorti.
A paper?
Je refais un instant boomer pour ce que ça s'appelle être un papier. Ou non, non, non. Non, on l'a déjà fait avec le journal.
Forgive me. You're already forgiven, kiddo. I don't know where we'll go from here, but I'll do my best. And I bet you're hungry, so... Dear, tomorrow will be a better day. I have faith in you. No matter what obstacles you'll be facing in the future, you'll overcome them.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm late, right? But I'm exhausted. It's been an insane day. Yeah, like every day, I guess. Okay, I'm on my way.
Ah bah tiens, bah, c'est cache.
I don't even have to say a word anymore.
Ah oui, ça y est. Allez, c'est l'instant combat. Je le sens. Je
Hey,
le sens.
bro. Rough day, huh?
You don't say. Graf almost died because of me.
Say what?
There's a tox-out pill shortage going on. He passed out when I came home. That was close, but
Stupid. You never told me about that. Why didn't you?
I didn't have time.
Not talking about now. If you told me in the past, I could have helped. Good thing you told me about this morning, though. If I hadn't,
Wait, I'm totally not following you. What did you do, exactly?
Take this.
A tox-out pill?
Give it to him. For tomorrow.
Ah bah d'accord.
Don't you need it?
I've saved up some. I'm used to skipping one from time to time.
Thanks.
Life is all about anticipating the unknown.
Now she's making me feel bad for not saving any all these years.
Talking about that, you better prepare yourself. Tomorrow will be even more eventful.
How could you possibly know that?
I know you. That's all. So, looks like you didn't bring me all the materials I need yet.
Ah non, j'ai pas tout trouvé.
If you intend to scout the city, this is your last chance.
But ain't I supposed to be fighting?
It's been postponed. A new challenger coming at the last minute. Anyway, I need those materials before the fight. Final deadline.
What happens if I don't?
I'll order mint ones with fast delivery, but those are super expensive. If I can't afford them, I'll have to make do, but
You look oddly nervous. You okay?
just get those materials, if you can. If not, that's fine. After all, it's not like the whole universe and space-time are relying on it.
Oui.
Okay.
Tout va bien. Alors attends. Ah, je suis à moitié mort. Ouais. Alors là, par contre. Attendez. Ah putain, il m'en manque tellement des matériaux. Alors,
For a digital list, I expected something less archaic looking.
attends. La poussière de Firsten.
Gotta find this. No idea what this is, but shape.
Brique de solidistique. Un contrôleur de cristal. Un minuteur de précision. Et. Parce que j'ai trouvé ça. Ouais, alors. Bon, bah, on va pas faire le combat tout de suite. Et on va même pas continuer le jeu tout de suite. Parce que, bon sang, c'était bien long. Alors, on va juste prendre ça. Voilà. Pour aller un peu mieux. Enfin, on va sauvegarder même après l'avoir pris. Parce que j'ai combien sur moi? Parce qu'il faudra peut-être que je fasse le plein d'objets. Ouais. Et attention, la magie de la transition. Ah non, c'est pas la bonne. Attendez. Voilà, c'est mieux cet écran, hein. Bon, bah ça a été un live bien animé hein, sur BROK, hein. Bon, en tout cas, j'espère que ça vous aura plu, hein, parce que moi, là, je dois avouer que je me suis bien éclaté à mener l'enquête et tout ça, même si ça a été particulièrement la phase des déductions, mais vraiment, bon, là, par contre, j'ai utilisé beaucoup d'indices, mais là, c'était un peu trop point and click à mon goût. C'était un peu trop point and click, un peu farfelu, mais voilà. Hein. Bon, bah, au moins, on a trouvé la vérité, tout ça, tout va bien. Et faire des boomer time, oui. Ah oui, alors là, les boomer time, ils étaient excellents. Hein. Bah là, techniquement, alors, je vais en faire des clips. Hein, et vous les retrouverez sur ma chaîne, YouTube. Attends, oh, mais attendez, mais qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Non. J'allais faire n'importe quoi. Mais qu'est-ce qui se passe? Oh mais qu'est-ce qui se passe? Attendez. J'ai encore du mal hein, avec certains trucs. Hein. Oh mais qu'est-ce qui se passe? Oh mais oui, mais un lien de ma chaîne YouTube vient apparaître hein, pour que vous puissiez assister à mes redifs et à tous mes shorts hein, qui sont en fait les clips de ma chaîne. Voilà. Alors bon, pour les points de chaîne, oui. Alors je vais y travailler hein, pour l'instant. Voilà. Pour l'instant, j'ai pas VTuber plus, donc pas d'interaction directe avec mon avatar, mais j'aimerais tellement. Mais bon, c'est payant et j'ai pas trop envie d'y toucher. Voilà. Voilà. Vous y trouverez, alors sur ma chaîne, vous y trouverez toutes les rediffs de tous mes lives. Alors, sans que, alors, cut un peu au début et à la fin et tout ça, mais voilà, tel quel, tels qu'ils ont été enregistrés, et les shorts qui sont en fait les clips. Donc, voilà. En tout cas, alors, merci à tous d'avoir participé. Et donc, pour la rediff, je vous dis à plus, et à une prochaine rediff.